Hello and welcome to. I genuinely do not know how to pronounce that. Anyways, I am homeless. Well, okay, not in real life. See, I play a lot of Minecraft on a server with some of my friends, and some of their bases, some of them are really nice. Look at this. This looks amazing. Don't mind this bit right here. That's none of your concern. Anyways, compared to this, I am broke. See, they have these good bases, but all I have to my name base-wise is a bedless hut in the middle of the jungle, and this one, my friend's base. It's like built into a stone shore covered in like a mogai, like just inexplicable group of Among Us is. Anyways, this is. So, to cure this, I've decided to design and build one of the most bases of all time. So, step 1, designing the base. Now, believe it or not, after coming up with an outline of a plan, there was still a lot of questions. Like, should I use this engine or this engine? Questions like these I put up to the amazing, totally not sus server group chat. And personally, I like this engine. It looks nice. However, you want to know what the group chat liked? They like this one.
What the hell?
Yeah, this group chat is sort of insane. Without further ado, observe. I finished building this thing, and look at this. It is large. This is a large thing. Anyways, now I have to build this on the server. Guys, watch. Okay, guys, watch this. You gotta hit him with the 1, 2. Hit him with the 1, 2. Okay, that went horribly. And now I have hunger. Also, apparently they cleared out the Amogai, believe it or not. Well, anyways. So, alright, here I am on the server, and there's a few problems. Alright, so, believe it or not, yeah, I don't really have that much. Sure, I have some good stuff. I mean, look at this. But, I don't have much in the way of wood. So, it is deforestation time. Okay, guys, so I was going around. I was doing my things, getting my lumber, and all of a sudden, I stumbled across this thing. Now, if I remember correctly, this was like an abandoned project, and yeah, because I heard about this like a bit ago. But I mean that's a lot of wood. I'm gonna don't mind if I do. Lumber. Hippity hoppity, this is now my property. Okay, next priority, wool. I could just wander around and go shear a bunch of random sheep. That has a few problems. First off, this would all be different colors. And also it would take a really long time. Like a long time. So, how do I solve this? Well, there's a solution. I've decided to build
The Sheepinator 9000.
So it turns out my farm had some problems in its design, and yeah, a lot of my sheep escaped. Like, look, there's only 3 fellas in here, maybe even only 2. No, there's 3. Yeah, these guys, a good amount stayed in here. Well, there's only 2 in here. There's 4 in here. There's 4 in here. And there's none in here. So this is gonna be a problem. Come on. Get in the damn hole. Get in the hole.
One eternity later.
Got all the systems running, as you can hear. And now, it's actually been generating a good amount of wool so far. So now, I'm just gonna go AFK. So, and I'm not gonna make this just any hole. It's gonna be a fancy hole. It's got glass. Hey guys, so I was AFK, and look what I found. Bro, this guy's gripped out. He got grip. Okay, so I let this thing. I went and I AFK'd a bit in my little AFK pod over here, and then I just logged off and let everybody else who enters here load in these fellas and thus make the wool. So let's see how much we got. Yeah, that should be enough. Let me just check how much of wool I actually need. $1,941. I see. I need 30 stacks of wool. That is a large amount of wool. How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not even close. Well, I guess I could load some into my inventory and test it. But I guess I probably should build like a chunk loader or something. Oh, I guess oh wait, yo, this is already a chunk loader. Doesn't look like that. Any iron. I have 1 iron. I know, I'm rich. Well, I could check the shack. Make sure I've actually got any iron. Or I could go mining. Oh look, it's one of the escaped sheep from my nearly failed sheep farm. And another one. How amazing. Well, that should be enough iron, and here we go. Minecart. Let's go. Now we can make the chunk loader chunk load. And the sheep farm can work forever, or until the server restarts. I have no idea how the chunk loaders work, or like what their limits is. Does the chunk loader work? Good grief. Well, this is gonna be annoying now. I have to build more chunk loader. Fortunately, I have the resources to make a chunk loader. Chunk loader, loading the chunks. Well, that's good. I guess, thing is that's working. I guess I could work on my, on the sand farm to get all the glass, because This thing needs a lot of glass.
No. Okay, I go again. You okay?
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm back from youth group and I've been doing some work. Now, okay, so the main problem here is I need a lot of copper. Like more than anyone should ever need. So, I've been doing some work. I've got this stuff down, except I still need to do a lot of work. So, I'm going to be working on that. Also, I insanely overestimated the amount of glass I needed. So, yep, collection montage time. Oh, that's Lotus. But it's not copper. Oh, copper, where's the copper? I went and raided a trial chamber and I got all that stuff. And OBS was like, no, I am not going to record that. Who knows why? So you guys are gonna have to take my word on this. Okay, now I gotta take these materials, and since they're all oxidized, I gotta take them and turn them into the non-oxidized version. So, I'll check back with you guys later after I finish that. There we go. And I'm gonna check. I hope this didn't scrape off the Great, escaped off the oxidization. Hooray! Well, just womp womp cry about it.
For it. Oh, I almost got it. Oh no! Oh no!
Alright, I'm back. I mainly just went and just started crafting. I pulled up a YouTube video and just started crafting all this stuff. I got this whole setup here now. Also, I mean, look at all this. So stupid J.I. So this should be enough, unless my math is wrong, which it probably almost certainly is. But anyways, so yeah, just like pulled up a YouTube video and started crafting, and now I'm done. Also, I made this. I made some lumber, inexplicably. So yeah. But now I gotta start building this thing. Hooray! This is going to take a while. I also need to build the ladder all the way up to it, because if you take a look at this, I only included this. I didn't go all the way down to where the ladder ends, so I gotta line myself up to this and then go meow. And so that's gonna be annoying. Well, I'll check. So, okay, few updates. First off, I realized that I should make the transparency on my schematic way better. As you can see, I've almost finished this bottom, the hangar area. I've got a lot left to go, but this is a good step in the right direction. So, we'll check in with you guys once I'm done. Okay, so I finished with the braces that are going to go around the balloon, and now I'm gonna fill out the balloon and then work on the two engines and their little support structure thing. Okay,
Okay, so I finished with the main balloon segment, and then I'm gonna work on this balloon right here for holding up my nether portal, and also the engines, and then I'll work on this rope and stuff that's look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you were loving about behind my back. Dancing me, I hold this heart to break down. It's a late board, I'm already is going down. Okay, so I finished with the motors, and these things look pretty good. Like, here, look at Siri, get away. But Siri. But I mean, look at this. It looks pretty good. Sure, this one's a bit incompleted, but these look pretty good. You can't deny that. And so, however, I did get a bit lazy, so they're gonna start oxidizing. But that's a problem for future me. Right now, I'm not gonna worry about that, because right now I need to finish up the rope segment. So turns out while I was making the ropes connecting the engine over there on the left with the scaffolding under it, I made a bit of an oopsie, and now there's a massive chunk missing from all of these ropes. So I'm gonna have to fix this, and the schematic is going to be very angry at me for fixing it. I finished up with the with the mast or whatever it's called, and I filled in this bit over here where there was a bunch of missing I'm just going to call this rope. And Lightmatica is very annoyed at me for doing that. I mean, look at all of this red. Also, yes, I build up high enough that it can start snowing. I'm not going to question it. And now the only thing left to do, well, aside from adding the fine details that I missed in adding the propellers, but we don't talk about those, is make this nether portal thing. I did a bit of customizing. I made my bed look more lived in, added some pots and some cacti. And also, is it just me or does it look like it's soggy? I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, I also added this little shelf right here. I added a barrel next to here to store my nether wart. And with that, my base is fully complete. So now it's time to get my friends' reactions. I can't wait to see what they think. Okay, so I got one of my friends to come react to my base, and now I just need to wait for them to log on. Well, I guess while I'm waiting for them, I can show you this. I added this pot with a bamboo in it, which I thought was appropriate because of the massive bamboo forest over there. Also, this shelf with a pufferfish that I didn't really know what to do with. I don't know. Well, I guess while I'm waiting, I might as well head to the top of the base. I don't know. Oh yeah, in other news, one of my friends, one of the guys on this server opened up a PvP server, and I'm not good at PvP, and I'm gonna try and make a base on that server, so I guess stay tuned for that. Come on, why is it so up? Oh, there's one thing. Boom. Come on, why is it so on? Breathe. Okay, so turns out none of my friends are willing to log on and like react to this thing for 2 seconds. So you guys are just gonna have to take my word for it that it's cool. Oh my god, it's so empty. Okay, I'm gonna fill this up in a later video. So subscribe.